This week on Your City Now, officials enlist new measures in the COVID-19 battle, and the expansion of housing opportunities continues. These stories are just ahead on Your City Now. As the second wave of COVID-19 infections continue to spread across the nation, Colorado officials have updated the state's dial system in an effort to mitigate the need for a full lockdown. The state has moved Denver to the new red level as of 5 p.m. on November 20th. Thus, new restrictions are in place across the city. Indoor dining has been suspended, and the consumption of alcohol must end by 8 p.m., but outdoor dining as well as pickup and delivery options are still open. Offices and gyms are limited to 10% capacity. Retail operations can stay open, but are limited to 50% capacity. Denver DMV offices will cease all in-person operations as of Monday, November 23rd. With the holidays, it's important to do everything possible to keep yourself and your loved ones safe while celebrating. Personal gatherings are prohibited under the new level. It has been advised you only interact in person with people from your household and don't travel to visit family and friends. Continue to wear your mask and keep 6 feet of distance from others while in public. The new restrictions will be in place until at least December 18th. Housing on Colfax Avenue is changing as several multifamily developments are being proposed along what was once called the longest, wickedest street in America. Here are some examples. On East Colfax, near Downing, there are plans to possibly tear down the Ramada Inn Hotel and replace it with a 7-story building with 300-plus units. Further west, development plans have been filed for the 55 acres directly south of Empower Field at Mile High. Plans would include a mixed-use neighborhood with market-rate and affordable housing, office, entertainment, hospitality, and other stadium-related land uses. One of the more unique proposals comes from Tucson, Arizona-based startup Stackhouse. They plan to offer tiny homes out of 320-square-foot shipping containers with prices starting at $45,000. Stackhouse is currently under contract for a quarter-acre site at West Colfax and Knox Court, where the company hopes to build a 5-story tower that can house 50 of the so-called alternative living units. Earlier this year, Denver Parks and Recreation closed all internal roads and parking lots in the parks to avoid crowding and promote physical distancing during the pandemic. Now, Parks and Rec is asking for your opinion via a survey about making this a permanent change.
There's actually a variety of considerations that go into it. So obviously, if we're reducing vehicular through traffic, we're reducing potential for pet and bike conflicts. And can make an enhanced park user experience. It's a little quieter, there's a little more space to use. Obviously, there are other considerations that come into play. Our parks have regional attractions and regional destinations that obviously have a need for vehicular access and loading, like pavilions or large athletic fields, where we want to make sure that we are providing an appropriate ADA parking access so that everyone can access these parks. So it's sort of balancing those considerations. We've been able to sort of, through our day-to-day field operations, see how people have repurposed the streets and get individual feedback. But as we continue to evaluate whether there's opportunities to keep park roads or portions of park roads closed in the long term, we want to make sure we have a broader perspective and get as much feedback as we can through our online survey.
The survey is open through November 30th. Denver City Council unanimously approved a rezoning of the Chaffee Park neighborhood to allow accessory dwelling units throughout that northwest Denver area.
To rezone 1,400 doors with no comments or questions from my colleagues, I was pretty shocked and really surprised. It was a great win. Chaffee Park neighborhood came to me as the councilwoman in 2019 after I was elected, and asked if I would be interested in working with the neighborhood to rezone the entire neighborhood. It allows people to build a smaller apartment type structure in the backyard, and they can use it for a long-term rental. They can use it for a short-term rental. It adds some stability to a neighborhood, and it allows somebody the ability to build an accessory dwelling unit and have another source of income so that they can stay within the neighborhood.
To learn more, visit denvergov.org. You can catch new episodes of Your City Now every Friday. Thanks for watching, Denver.